Now to the big new development in the ongoing data center story. The first ever, a moratorium on data centers in Louisville cleared its first hurdle, and the mayor's backing it. The Metro Council's Planning and Zoning Committee passed an ordinance that temporarily bans data center development for just 6 months. Mayor Craig Greenberg wants that moratorium until a new set of regulations are passed. Our political reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez explains.
I'm calling on Metro Council to pass the data center moratorium ordinance.
Mayor Craig Greenberg has given his blessing to a proposal that would halt any new data center projects in Louisville for 6 months.
Chair, you have 7 yes votes and 1 no.
He calls it a temporary fix until council members pass clear regulations on data center development moving forward.
So there is no confusion to the public that there will not be any new data centers approved while we're waiting on these regulations to be finalized.
The regulations proposed by the Greenberg administration are in the public hearing process. They include limiting how close data centers can be to homes, schools, and hospitals, and keeping generator testing to once per week during business hours only.
I believe it's critical that once we get through this public hearing process, which is continuing, that we approve these proposed data center regulations.
Elected officials on both sides of the aisle, including some running for higher office, will face the full brunt of data center development. They have voiced concerns over some developers not being transparent about their plans. Kentucky's Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman, a Democrat, is running for governor and had this to say the night before Fancy Farm.
And these data centers popping up all over Kentucky in these rural communities, with their secrecy and their shady deals, our kids and our communities deserve better than that.
The U.S. Energy Department last week announced a $100 billion plan to build a massive data center campus in Paducah in western Kentucky on federally owned land that was once used to enrich uranium for America's nuclear weapons program. It would be built in Republican Congressman James Comer's district.
We've got to know ahead of time which communities want them and which don't, because most communities do not want the data centers.
Our Isaiah Kim reporting there. Martinez, Councilwoman Shamika Parrish-Wright is addressing that data center moratorium, calling the timing of Mayor Craig Greenberg's support interesting, saying that after months of this ordinance languishing in committee, after being tabled and after weeks of poor publicity, the mayor suddenly chose to take a position on data centers only after I called for the item to be returned to the table.